When I was a junior golfer, and actually in my early career as a professional, I wish I would have known this. Now, when I was a younger golfer, I probably put myself in the category of having a decent amount of talent, but I didn't quite apply that talent very well. But I'd have golf lessons, and I'd have golf lessons with a professional who is very, very good at what he does. At one point, I had golf lessons with another coach, and he told me something different. Fine, I did it. I changed my swing to his idea, and it still worked. Eventually, I went back to my original coach, went back to his idea, and it still worked. But the thing I was missing was the ability to shoot lower scores, to put the ball in the hole in less shots. And this is how I do it. So the concept of having a coach who swings the club in a certain way, so he wants to put the grip here, he wants to put the club here, and he wants to put the club here. I could almost pick up any idea and adapt myself around it to be able to do it and swing it quite well and hit the ball quite nicely. And in these days, launch monitors weren't really the thing. But the thing that I absolutely love on the golf course right now that I wish I would have known sooner is how to control yardages with a wedge. From 30 yards to 130 yards, I had a big void where I was honestly clueless. Now, not so much. I would play golf in a way where I would hit clubs off the tee that didn't leave me less than 130 or more than 30 yards. I would avoid that entire segment of the golf course at all costs. Now, I have different golf swings with each golf club to produce different yardages. Like on here, I've got 105 slightly worn off, 96, 76, and 50. They're 4 different swings that I produce and I practice. So I'm swinging the golf club more informed of what's going to come out instead of guessing. And if I'm guessing a yardage and I'm trying to feel it, I cannot do that under pressure. And when I was playing in county things as a junior, I was playing in high-end junior events as a professional, early days in the professional career. I was under pressure. I wanted to try and earn money or not make a loss. It's hard work. But I honestly had no idea of how to control these yardages. So I reverse engineer it. I work it backwards. I put a swing through the ball with a club, see how far it goes, and then I see if I can repeat it. I'll repeat it. And if I hit that shot nice and consistently, I quite simply write it down. Like that. So then when I'm on the golf course and I have a distance to the pin, I know I've got a baseline number to work from. So I can throw the ball towards the pin with much more confidence that I'm not going to be that far away. And it's not a perfect thing. I don't always hit it that yardage. I'm going to vary up and down from it a little bit, but I've got an idea. And the way that I would start this for most golfers with a handicap of above 15, say, is to just get your full swing yardages. Don't worry about anything else, just full swing yardages. How far does that go? Write it down, write it on the club, write it in your phone notes, write it on a bit of paper, put it in your golf bag, laminate it if you must. Something that just says, I've got 2 wedges and they go this far and this far. And that's when you introduce your start to something very, very useful. If I go right, if I go left, I'm just looking to see whether I get the same yardage. 105, what a surprise. But say I had a yardage where I had a number in between, so say I had like 84 yards, for example. I would either choose to go past the pin at 96 or short of the pin at 76. I wouldn't mess around with the in-betweeny bits until I've really got used to it. So I'm just trying to prove to myself from 84 yards that I can either produce this shot or produce this shot, which is the nicer next shot. So it's playing snooker instead of pool. Now you might need to go somewhere with a launch monitor just to get some numbers, just to get dialed into something. And even if you spread 20 yards front to back with those clubs and you've got a 20-yard spread, 10 yards long, 10 yards short of your average, that's absolutely fine. As you improve, that dispersion will get tighter. But say this mat is a green that I'm hitting into and this is my 105-yard shot. There's the pin and I hit my 105-yard shot at the pin. Lovely. Like the one I've just done there on the screen. However, I have a shot where I hit the ball right and I hit the ball over here to the right with that same yardage. When I walk up to the green, I'm going, did I get my yardage? Because later on, I might have that same yardage again, and I know that yardage is happening today. You know, it's not too warm or too cold for it to create that yardage. I'm sort of gauging it. But then I'm more confident the next time I have that yardage to the pin or a similar yardage to the pin, I know I'm going to get that sort of result. Then again, I throw that 105 yard shot over here. Okay, problem, not so much. I've got my yardage, I'm near to the hole. I'm just waiting for the shot to go at the pin. But you see, in that scenario, I'm working in a 2D miss, left, straight, right. I'm not worrying about long and short because I know I'm producing that yardage. So that's what I'm trying to get my swing and everyone else's swing to produce, so we can use this idea. Imagine if you don't get your yardage very good and you hit one at the pin. Oh, it didn't go far enough because I didn't know how far I hit that club and I didn't quite commit to it because I wasn't really sure. So you don't play with much confidence. And then I go miles past the pin because I don't know how far this club goes relative to the target. I was completely uninformed, and I go right and I go left and I go short left and I go short right. Without knowing your yardages, you're hitting everywhere but the pin. And when you get one at the pin, you've got the wrong yardage. If you get your yardage, you've got a 2D mechanism to play with. And then the final piece of the puzzle is to try and use the same golf ball, the same type of golf ball as often as you can. Even if you use the same type of golf ball just for competition or just for the important things that you play in, and all the scabby golf balls in your golf bag, you use them on other days on general play. Because the golf balls do react differently. I recently changed my golf ball to a different one, and my yardages changed 8 yards with most of my irons. So I lost a bit of distance, but I gained a bit of spin. But if you use the same golf ball, get through the ball, try and see if you can create a yardage as often as possible. I've pushed it, I'm pin high, I've got a putt. But that concept revolutionized my golf. It helped me get the ball in the hole in less shots. And it's an idea that I didn't have when I was younger, and I wish I did. See you on the next video. If you like what you see, comment and subscribe. There is a new membership package available, but I'm not pushing people to go and do it. Just if you really like the content and you really want to help me out, jump on there, give us a little bit of money. I've explained why in another video that's on there when you look at the membership page, but you can watch everything for free, and I'll see you on the next video.